What's up, guys? My name is Daryus P, and shout out to EA for paying for your boy's trip down to Orlando, Florida, and allowing me to capture this early footage of Madden NFL 18. In this video, I'm going to be quiet, y'all. I'm going to let you guys hear the game sound, listen to the game sound, and get a look at the overall presentation in Madden NFL 18. My name is Daryus P. Thanks for watching. Enjoy the video.
All right, Larry. Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The scene from a few moments ago, this crowd enthusiastically cheering on their Texans as they emerge from the locker room. And we're just about ready for football as the Texans get set to match up with the Chicago Bears. And hi again, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you take a look at our matchup here. You've got to believe that this is a game that might be won in the trenches.
Oh, without question. This is big person on.
Set to go now is Connor Barth. The ball on the tee. We're set for football. This is taken at his 4. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. The former national champion at Clemson bringing him onto the field, and that's the signal caller, Deshaun Watson.
Played for a national championship, won a national championship.
And let's take a look at the Texans offense.
When you think of the Texans, you think this is a team that likes to throw the football. In 2016, though, they weren't very good at it.
Here we go! Throwing again is Watson. Being chased out left. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
Avoids the hit for good measure.
An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches. On the ground, this is Lamar Miller. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down.
Once they chopped that little hole in the beginning, he took it and rambled.
And just the 3rd play from scrimmage, wanted to avoid the 3 and out and did just that. Back to throw, Watson. He's got it complete to Braxton Miller. Back-to-back 11-yard gains, and they've got another first down. Able to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's 2nd down. Watson now to throw again. He's got Fuller. Oh, and now he bowls him over. 20. Give him 30 yards there. Just the first quarter, the tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned to college and worrying all off-season about our season opener opponent. And they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I had missed him, it would have been a different story. He might wander into some tough coverage.
Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive.
Here we go.
On 2nd down, here's Miller. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Lamar Miller, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Texans take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. That's just a solid, methodical drive to start this game.
And how about how it culminated? Doing exactly what they wanted to do, getting the ball downfield, and then running it into the end zone. And that hurts a defense psychologically a heck of a lot more.
And the Texans take a 7-0 lead.
Personal foul, roughing the kicker, defense.
Because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by their 6'2" QB out of North Carolina, former number 2 overall pick. It's Mitchell Trubisky.
I talk with people around the league about Mitchell Trubisky. Side is big.
They go play action here on 1st down. And this is complete to Zach Miller. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40.
And it closed fast.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. And before they can run another play, the clock hits triple zeros. And time is up on the first quarter. 7-0 is our score. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
The NFL on EA Sports is presented by Snickers. You're not you when you're hungry. Snickers satisfies.
Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis back with you as it's Bears football here to begin quarter number 2. Things out. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, and then the defense rallying quickly after that broken tackle. It'll go as a gain of 7 on the play, and it sets up a 3rd and inches situation.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Try to run for it with Howard. And not only will he not get the few inches he needs, he's going to go backwards. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. So 3rd and inches, trying to pick it up the middle. He had nowhere to go, tackled for a loss.
And you know how we talk about the gap between the center and the guard on either side? Well, it's not always to get to the passer. Sometimes you do that to prevent a running play. Worked pretty well in that situation.
And no, it doesn't get there. Hits the crossbar, bounces back out. He had it online, but it comes up about a rotation short. Well, he had that one on target. That's half the battle. The other half of the battle, however, is distance.
And he nearly had that, too. But it was the crossbar that said otherwise. And that'll deny him a shot at 3.
The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. And coming up on their 2nd drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week.
Because they couldn't hit the long field goal, they are set up nicely offensively at the 41, 1st and 10.
Let's go! Brand 38! Flex round!
Now it's Watson. Griffin's got it, middle of the field. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan 1st down. Back now. As I search for my cue card here, there we go. Coming up at halftime, Larry Wrigley will join us from Orlando. He'll have highlights and analysis from our first half of play.
Well read.
Well, thank you. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your time.
Let's go! What?
Faking the give. Now Watson. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the 1st half. If you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Caught left side, Hopkins. They'll get 10 there, but
A little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
And they'll run for it with Miller. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Lamar Miller with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Texans will extend their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the 2nd quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, they keep that and carry it into the 2nd half.
And it's good to make it 14-0. So this drive spans 7 plays. No back out now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Onto the field now come the Bears. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. The catch is made by Kendall Wright. Down the numbers. There he goes. Touchdown, Chicago. Kendall Wright, 75 yards. And the Bears are able to show off their quick strike ability. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup.
Houston, and it's the home team, the Texans, leading this one. As we send you over to our headquarters in Orlando, where we check in with Larry Ridley for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Thanks, Brandon, and welcome to the EA Halftime Report. I'm Larry Ridley. Let's take a look back at the first half. The Texans are happy to be in front right now and just want to play 2 more solid quarters. The Bears didn't play their best, and they'll need to be at their best now to come back. So let's take a look at some of the highlights from the first half. Head to late in the first. On the carry, there goes Lamar Miller. And he capped off the long drive with the TD. Texans with the early advantage. 4th down, inches to go. Miller is able to get clear of the defense, and he'll run it in from 19 yards out. 1st and 10 as they move out in front, 14-0. Wright's got nobody around him on the catch, and nobody can stop him on this long touchdown, cutting the deficit to 7.
Thank you, LR. Appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Now a hit and a loose football. And I think he was able to get back on it. He was. So they will get the ball after all, but that could have been a disaster.
I didn't do this in college, but I did it in high school. When you return kicks and you lose it yourself, the panic that goes through you and the determination to get the ball back, I don't even know how to do it. You're going to get yelled at, but you can handle it because you got the ball back.
They'll begin the drive with Howard. He spins free, and he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big
chunk of yardage still left here. 2nd and 7. Trubisky draw play, gives to Howard, and he powers his way up past the 30. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than...
Trubisky now to throw on 3rd down. He's got Cruz complete. A pickup of 5 that time and a 1st down. Downs here. Trubisky with the give to Howard. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
How about 2016? Jordan Howard, the #2 rookie rusher. Heck, the #2 rusher in the NFL behind another rookie, Ezekiel Elliott.
And the first 3 weeks of the season, he only had 12 carries. So once week 4 hit, really found his groove. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Every team in his division every year is trying to make sure they draft people charged with trying to block J.J. Watt. So far, hasn't been too successful.
Trubisky will throw on the right side. This is Miller, and he'll get it down here to the 43. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll
position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little game. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. It's a gain.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target. To throw the ball downfield, you want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Here's Trubisky to throw, and that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Cameron Meredith, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game.
That's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening, but they found the opening and exploited it.
So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And the end result is a Bears touchdown. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This is fielded at the goal line. Probably be the last play of the quarter. They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. And he'll be taken down here at about the 23-yard line. 3 quarters in the books. At this stage in the game, every play is magnified here as we get down to the nitty-gritty.
Here we go, Ohio!
Again, it's Miller. So able to break through the initial contact and then down right near the 25. Just a couple of...
That's what he did there.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Out of the gun, Watson. The catch made by Miller. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Give him 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs. Yeah, that wasn't the first option.
No, not it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag. Completed it very well.
On first down, it's Watson. Forced out to his left. Throw left side complete. That's Hopkins. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. Offense has it 1st and 10.
Here we go! Brand 38! Flex round!
Now Watson. Escaping the pressure right. And some space here. They'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave them with 2nd and a yard.
To get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Miller. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 10 yards there, good enough for a tackle
To run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
And the quarterback won't take the snap here. This is the Wildcat look. Watson now to throw. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. Sharp move, but can't find much space. Dropped just inside the 20. Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. On 2nd down.
Flex round! Here we go! Brand 38!
Now it's Watson. Underneath for Miller. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. And now the Bears going to signal for another timeout. And Watson. Flush to his right. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. And now it's second and goal. They'll try to punch it in with Miller. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Lamar Miller taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Texans have taken the lead.
To go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity?
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken a huge play at this point in the game. Christian Covington in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. And at 50 seconds left, he'll spike it to stop the clock.
And it's often hard after you've played really well early and then you kind of relax a little bit to step on the gas again. They just did it on the last play. Looks like they want to finish this one off.
Cruz has it over the middle. The 40, the 30, 10, and yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed, and now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute. So getting the big touchdown they needed late in the fourth. Now what do? You conservative and just tie it. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. This one fielded at the 5. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Tie game, what do?
No panic situation at all. They've got to get a couple of chunk plays, pick up nice bits of yardage.
Target the sidelines.
Target the sidelines because you want to get out of bounds and make sure that clock stops. Because if the clock stays running, that makes things that much tougher for you. It can always bleed out on you.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get 5 ticks remaining on the clock. Now a first down throw. Watson steps away to his left. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Texans will use one of their, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. To throw on second is Watson. Going deep for Hopkins. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout. So now it's all up to the kicker, Nick Novak. His first attempt of the afternoon, and it's for the win. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. And I tell you, when it comes to needing a field goal in closing seconds pressure situation, there's something to be said for having a veteran kicker trot out there.
Agreed. It's so nice to have someone you can rely on, someone who you know has done it before. And this guy's as cool as they come, isn't he?
Now it's Nick Novak back out following his field goal to send it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Well, this one, partner, was fun down to the very end. They got the points late, right before the whistle. Then the ensuing kickoff. They were hoping for magic on the other side, but couldn't get that spark.
Fun if you won, and fun for us, because we got to watch it and call it. That magic that you were talking about didn't occur at the end, but what a game all the way through.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports.